Recording now. I can cut all this out.
Hey.
What up, everybody? Do you wanna?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
We watched it.
Wow. Well, we certainly did. I don't know if we watched. We were watching it, and then about halfway through, we both kind of tuned out, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, we tried to give it our best, fullest attention.
Yeah, I just remember us sitting at the top of the theater when we saw it, and then I just looked over at you at one point and went, "Paul, this isn't good."
I'm gonna tell you though, I was so thrilled that you said that because I've been dying to say I can't believe this is happening.
I was thinking it too because we went in and obviously we heard the reviews were bad because Rotten Tomatoes does that now, kind of throws the reviews out there before the movie, and we were kind of giving it the benefit of the doubt, like I was at least. I was like, maybe it's like a Batman Superman thing where it got the bad reviews, and I didn't hate Batman Superman on my first watch.
I didn't hate it. I mean, it was not great, but overall I didn't think it was all that bad.
Right.
But Suicide Squad...
it was...
I mean, they had been hyping it up for over a year with trailers. Some of the trailers were the best trailers I'd ever seen for a film.
Mm-hmm. But
I was looking into it. I mean, it's my mistake for getting so hyped up thinking it was going to be great.
I think that's the problem with movies now. The more... See, I'm starting to realize this with movies. The more they hype up a movie, the better the trailers are, the more they kind of... Like they do stupid songs about it, more marketing, it's going to be bad because they want to get people into it.
They're putting so much of their budget into just the advertisements.
Exactly. So if they're just kind of here's a trailer, and then a couple months later here's another trailer, and that's it, I feel like the movie would do great after that. And then they can worry about the marketing after that because then people will like it and they'll demand it rather than just shoving it in people's faces.
Yeah. But... man,
Were you?
I was disappointed.
Yeah. I'll ask you. So what did you... Well, let's start here. So what did you think of the characters? You want to start there?
Alright. So this movie shouldn't have been titled Suicide Squad. It should have been titled Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad.
More like, Harley Quinn and Deadshot.
Yeah.
And the Suicide Squad.
It was Harley Quinn and Deadshot, played by Margot Robbie and Will Smith, respectively, had so many lines, so much dialogue, so much of the movie was about them.
Yeah.
Instead of the rest of the Suicide Squad.
Right, it was...
Killer Croc had a couple lines here and there. Yeah. Captain Boomerang had a couple lines here and there. Katana had, no lines.
Yeah. You kind of forget they're there.
Yeah, it was just so one-sided for Harley Quinn, which didn't need to be there.
No.
There was no character development. Showing flashbacks of your life beforehand does not count as character development.
Right.
We need to see them go on a journey to get there. All you see is Harley Quinn is a somewhat sane psychiatrist.
Yeah.
And then she is tricked by the Joker and falls in love with him, and now she's super crazy.
Yeah, now she's insane.
Deadshot is the #1 assassin in the world with a heart of gold for his daughter. Okay.
Yep. And he's Will Smith. He was Will Smith in it.
Yeah, he just played the Will Smith character. It just there was no development. Yeah, it was so disappointing. I would have loved to have seen what I thought the Suicide Squad is. It's like a story about anti-heroes. You don't care if they're good guys or bad guys. You just want to watch a movie about bad guys being bad guys.
Right.
But instead you get this movie of bad guys that are actually good guys on the inside.
Yeah, they find this moral code towards the end.
You don't need to like them.
I feel like it's that part of it's thrusted into the audience. You don't feel it. It's just kind of oh, they're fine now. They're going to do good now. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? You don't get anything out of it. Did you think going in it was going to be Guardians of the Galaxy? Or did you feel like it was kind of DC's
I felt like it was going to be
a
dark Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy is clearly super happy and fun. And
it's a
happy-go-lucky and all that.
It's a fun space movie.
But I was getting the impression Suicide Squad was going to be a quirky kind of goofy film with a lot of comedy, but with really dark, fucked up characters.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I really thought would have been great. Had they done it properly, it would have been awesome. But instead, it was just a weird paint by numbers kind of superhero film.
Yeah. where it could have been something completely different, because this was something completely different we had never seen before.
Yeah.
But going in and watching it, I think that's why I hated it so much the first time. It just kind of happens, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's it. You know, what'd you think of the plot? Like the incoherent plot.
Alright, so people have been asking me, like, what to expect with Suicide Squad when they see it.
Yeah.
I've been telling them, imagine Black Hawk Down with superhumans and a really annoying emo girl.
Mhm.
And that is Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
The plot is just one entire mission, which could have been cool if it was a good mission.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really understand why it was just all... I didn't understand why it was what it was.
Right. Like, it just felt like the...
They were just running around a random city.
Yeah, like the whole plot was, like, obviously if you haven't seen it yet, like, spoilers, but, you know, Enchantress, they marketed her as, like, she was part of the Suicide Squad. And then she ends up being the main bad guy, and that's why they have to get together and go into the city and stuff. And obviously it does just kind of feel like a dovetail, like, this is why, this is a reason to get them all together.
Yeah,
you know?
it was so... The way the marketing had been, and with all the trailers, I don't know if you felt this way, the way I felt it was going to be was the Suicide Squad included Enchantress, and then they were going after the Joker.
That's what
and
I thought.
somewhere along
That's
the
what I
lines,
thought the
Harley
movie-
Quinn would be corrupted and join his Joker Squad or whatever.
The Joker Squad. That would be the sequel.
Yeah. That would have been great.
Yeah.
That would have been really fun. It would have got a lot of use out of Jared Leto instead of the, 4 minutes of screen time he had.
Yeah.
But no, they brought in Enchantress and immediately made her evil.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that. I hate when the bad guy is just, like they said, a god. That's
A god,
powerful.
all powerful, wants to destroy all of humanity.
Yet then somehow some regular people, an emo girl with a baseball bat and a guy that's good with guns, are able to kill her. No, if it's a goddess, let there be an actual threat, where only fucking Superman can kill her.
Right.
Instead, just a bunch of random guys. One guy looks like a crocodile.
Mm-hmm. Like that, the thing that upset me the most about it was that it kind of reminded me of like Ghostbusters, like that generic, like here's the big bad guy at the end, gonna destroy everything. That's what this felt like to me,
Yeah, actually, that's a really good comparison. It felt very much like, all right, this is your Marshmallow Puff Man. It's
Yeah, exactly. What'd you think of Jared Leto's Joker? Because that's been the biggest hype I feel like about this whole movie for months.
Okay. Jared Leto's a tremendous actor.
Yes.
I think he played the part really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a huge fan of it. I also didn't hate it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of middle of the road. I feel like I know it's come out recently that they cut down a ton of his scenes they recorded.
Yeah.
So I feel like had they kept those in, it may have been a little better.
Mm-hmm.
But what they kept in was just a bunch of Jared Leto grabbing people's faces.
Just like that.
And then,
Yeah, you don't even see him laugh. He covers his face with his mouth, which has a tattoo of the smiling face.
I thought that was kind of cool, though.
It was cool, but it just didn't, like I said, it didn't do anything for me. But
I don't hate it. I think I'm giving it a chance because I know they're going to bring the Joker back for like a standalone Batman movie or maybe Justice League. He's going to be back, I imagine.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm giving him a second chance,
Yeah.
I didn't like his portrayal on the Suicide Squad with how little there was. There's not enough to go on to really judge it.
Exactly.
Um,
What a crapshoot. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I seriously feel like this movie was a crapshoot.
it really was just kind of...
DC's not doing good recently.
No. Mm-mm.
You think they would learn by now? Honestly, like, for me, Suicide Squad's strike 3.
Yeah.
It really is, because it's like, come on, like, going into Man of Steel, I was like, alright, wasn't great, but then going into Batman v Superman, I was like, alright, and then this one was like, maybe this one will redeem it.
I was really expecting this one to be the one to turn DC around and actually make them competition for Marvel in terms of quality.
Yeah. And the filmmaker behind it, you'd figure, like, he would... Because we didn't have Snyder this time, because, like, this whole universe has been built on Zack Snyder doing them all, and this time we had David Ayer, who did Fury, that's the only one I can think of. I know he's done other ones that are great, but it just felt like, we're going to have a different filmmaker, we're going to have a different look for this. It's going to be something else. But again, it was generic. And I think that was partly because I had heard through my YouTube Wikipedia research that that the movie was actually cut by, like, the original cut of the movie, which was by David Ayer. I was
Right.
like, it was his cut. It was a darker cut that had more Joker in it. Because if you look at the marketing of the movie, it gets darker. From the first trailer, which was all somber, and it was like, this movie's gonna be, you know,
Super
gritty
heavy.
and super heavy and fucked up. And then you get to the second trailer, where it's Bohemian Rhapsody, like, it's gonna be fun. And then it kind of gets into this lighter tone. It was because after Batman v Superman came out, everyone kind of complained about the dark tones of that movie. That's when DC panicked. So they had the reshoots, and then they had a cut of the movie which was a little lighter, and then they had David Ayer's, which was a lot darker. And then the people who made the fun trailers of that movie, they were the ones who edited the version we saw.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I mean?
I feel like it probably wouldn't have been great had they left it David Ayer's cut and left it pretty dark.
Yeah.
But I think it would have been quite a bit better. It would have been more concise, you know? After you film the movie, you don't go back and change the entire theme and tone of it.
Exactly.
You know, it's keep it the way it is so it's like coherent.
Right. Do you